people should feel very confident in participating in digital assets in Canada, except for custody outside of Canada. I don't think it's intuitive for a new user of digital assets to come into the picture and say, where are my asset custody? But if you think about it, it's such a fundamental and basic question, right? You go on a platform, you click a button, a couple of buttons, maybe you transfer some dollars in, and all of a sudden you are holding Bitcoin. But what does that actually mean? Where is the Bitcoin? Am I going to get one in the mail? Am I going to get, some kind of certificate? No, you're trusting that the platform you've transacted with essentially is holding the assets for you, and they are, especially in Canada, right? Because Canada is a very tight regulated framework. But if you start scratching the surface, you might ask questions like, well, who's holding it? Who's the regulated custodian? Where are they located? Are there implications based on where they are located? So it's not the first, I would say, degree of questioning that really gets you there. It's pushing down the 5 whys, I would say. Unfortunately, it's an important question, and it's fundamental to the security of your asset. People should feel very confident in participating in digital assets in Canada, except for custody outside of Canada. Unfortunately, it comes down to financial literacy at times. Some consumers just aren't aware of who the custodian is and maybe how they operate or even where they operate. To me, it comes full circle on the transparency. I think, candidly, Canada needs to do a better job at making sure that consumers have the information as to where their crypto is stored, who is the provider, making sure they're getting the transparency they need to make a decision on whether or not they want to buy digital assets on various platforms or for what reason. So that transparency angle is incredibly important, not just in how, let's say, Tetra acts and behave. Also, increasing transparency in the industry helps drive better decision at the consumer level, as opposed to blind trust, which unfortunately has gotten many in trouble in this asset class.